My name is Robert Yancy. I am a S.C.O.R.E counselor. I came to school by way of careers in higher education and entrepreneurship. I recently retired from Southern Polytechnic State University, which is in Marietta. I was the dean of the business school there.
Okay.
And I founded the business school as a matter of fact. And I retired as professor of business management. I also have engaged in entrepreneurship. I was founder and CEO of a company that manufactured industrial paints and coatings back in the early 70s. I was the first African-American paint manufacturer in the Southeast and one or two in the country at that time. Sold paint to people like the old AT&T, DuPont company, those folks, industrial paints. And been involved in residential real estate and was a partner in a parking lot out on Camp Creek Parkway called Power Space. When a person comes to see me, I'm going to want to have them answer 3 questions for me. What is your business? Who's your customer? What's important to your customer? Those are the that's where we start. And once I understand that, and more importantly, once the client understands that, then we can do counseling. We can give advice, direction as to how they can enhance the business. But the first thing an individual who's in business needs to do is to be able to understand his business. And understanding the business means understanding, what am I selling? What am I really selling? Am I really selling hamburgers, or am I selling get in, get out in a hurry? Because that makes a difference. Because there are a whole lot of people out there who think they are selling hamburgers who are losing customers because the customers are tired of waiting. And McDonald's, of course, gets you in and gets you out. Their hamburgers aren't that great. I won't demean McDonald's hamburgers, but compared to all the hamburgers in the world, theirs wouldn't probably be on the top of the quality list, but they're making billions and billions of dollars because they understand what the customer really wants is to get in and get out in a hurry, as opposed to have a gourmet meal. I've been here for about 1.5 years, and I am right now working with a young lady who does not have formal education beyond high school, but who is a genius in terms of her ability to conceptualize the business. She has an invention that I won't discuss beyond just say it's an invention, but there's no doubt in my mind it's going to revolutionize the way people do things. And it's very exciting to meet her, to listen to her, and to provide some direction and counseling and guidance to her. There have been a couple of people like that. The reality is that most of the people who I see are just thinking about business, haven't really gotten to the point where they are really doing a lot beyond the conceptualization stage, and I can help them with that. But every now and then someone comes in with a great business idea and with the resources behind them to propel that business ahead. So she's one of them. I had a physician come in, who's already doing very well as a physician, who essentially wants to franchise, his practice concept, which is a quick, walk in, get diagnosed, get treated, work out, medical clinic type thing. And I was able to work with him and help him move it along. I'm a professor, and that's a good thing and a bad thing, because as a general rule, professors know what they read in the book. I have the advantage of having been a professor and an entrepreneur, so I've a little beyond that. But we've got people here who have had careers, most of the people here have had careers in Fortune 500, Fortune 100 type businesses, huge corporations who understand from that perspective. And I think what they bring to the table is the appreciation for the importance of process in business. Small business people think in terms of, I know how to sew, I know how to cook, I know how to bake, I want to have a restaurant. They don't think in terms of the throughput. Get them in and get it done and get them out. And the guys with the corporate experience, that's all they know is process. how things are done is as important as what you're doing in some cases. Well, if you're married, then you know that you are already a team. And the principal consideration in working together is that you've got sort of a 24-hour relationship to the degree that that you can separate the married relationship from the business relationship. I think it makes it easier. Sometimes in business, you have to be direct. Sometimes in business, you have to provide critical feedback, which doesn't always sound good or feel good coming from someone who's very close to you. And then once you get home, you've got to learn how to leave that at the office. If couples can make that emotional separation between what we did and said at work doing our business and what we do and say when we get home, then I think it's got a great chance of working. If those things carry over, if the emotional component of it carries over from home to work and from work to home, then sometimes it can be problematical. So I suggest that couples, before they decide to go into business as partners, sort of agree on what's the nature of the relationship, who's in charge, who's the CEO, who's the associate or assistant or vice, and how the decision making is going to get done, and how feedback is going to be taken, and how they're going to manage those kind of things at the workplace, as separate from the way they do things at home.
If you walk away with one last impression about what S.C.O.R.E is all about, we're the two top leaders of this organization, and we're proud to do what we do. But at the end of the day, our number one priority, our number one passion is how we interact with small business people and help make themselves better.
Good to meet you.
Thank you so much.
I'm just giving y'all saying goodbye. I mean, it's good to get y'all regular people.
There you go.